If you want to elevate the way you understand the Bible, listen to this. In Matthew 24, 33 and 34, it says, "Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened." Mark 13:30 and Luke 21:32 both say the same thing as this account. They're parallel accounts, so you can look those up too. Now the question to ask is, who was Jesus speaking to? Was it you and me, the generation that would see the signs, or was it the disciples? If you said the disciples, you're correct. So if Jesus was clearly speaking to his disciples, which he was, then he was telling them that they and their generation, which a generation is 40 years, would see the following things. They would see the destruction of the temple. They would see the signs of the end of the age and the end of the age. They would see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel, which Luke says is Jerusalem surrounded by armies. And they would see the second coming of Jesus. And hopefully, to add more weight to the point I'm trying to make, we can look at Revelation 1:7. It says, "Look, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him, and all the people on the earth will mourn because of him." Who pierced Jesus? Well, it was only the people of his day that crucified him. They were the only ones that pierced him, and they were going to see Christ at his second coming. And finally, guys, Matthew 16:27 and 28 says, "For the Son of Man is going to come in his Father's glory with his angels, and he will repay each person according to what they have done." And right there it says, "Truly I tell you, there are some standing here who will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." Taste death, they won't die is what he's saying. They're not going to die before the second coming. Are those people still alive? No, they're not. Which means Jesus already came to set up his kingdom, crush all the other nations, and it's the kingdom that will never be destroyed, that will never end. There's a lot more verses that say this. I've barely scratched the surface. I encourage you to read the text yourself. Do not just take my word for it. And follow for more so we can keep examining the scriptures daily to see what the scriptures actually say and have a Hebraic mind instead of a 21st century mind.